What's up everybody, Danny's here, and in this video, I'd like to talk about what games do I want to see on the next Nintendo Direct. So anyways, let's talk about it. So today is the first month of June, which means it's that time that we get the next Nintendo Direct to be announced. And plus, it's been almost 1 year since the Nintendo Switch 2 was released, and also Mario Kart World was released 1 year ago as well. Almost 1 year, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, what games do I want to see on the Nintendo Switch 2? So, let's talk about this. So, there's 2 games, or 3 games, or 4 games, there's just a few games I want to talk about, and what do I want to see on the Nintendo Switch 2. So first of all, we got The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask Remake. Now, the HD remake is what I would like to see on the Nintendo Switch 2, because the HD remake would be a perfect fit for the Nintendo Switch 2, honestly. Because according to Nate the Hate, he does lots of predictions about what games will be announced on the next Nintendo Direct. So I'm hoping we can get the next Nintendo Direct in June. So The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask would be a perfect fit for the Nintendo Switch 2, honestly. But then you also got Earthbound. So Earthbound, it was for the Super Nintendo, and we got Earthbound on the Nintendo Switch Online. But also Earthbound, I want to see a remake, or I want to see Nintendo bringing back Earthbound for the Nintendo Switch 2. And now, since it's been almost 1 year since the Nintendo Switch 2 was released, I think we need to see a Super Smash Bros. Game for the Nintendo Switch 2. However, I think Nintendo would want to see, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, there's no follow-up, no continuation, no updates, new updates for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So Nintendo is gonna need to announce a new Super Smash Bros. Game for the Nintendo Switch 2, but that's probably not gonna be a little while, or maybe until further updates, until Nintendo announces a new Smash game for the Switch 2, because it's going to take a longer development. You know what I'm saying? So, here's the thing, though, what Nintendo is going to do. So, Nintendo is going to announce the next Nintendo Direct, but also what Nintendo is doing right now, since they are announcing a few games like Kid Icarus, and also Kid Icarus, the last Kid Icarus game we got was Kid Icarus Uprising for the Nintendo 3DS. And you know what? I think we really need to see Nintendo bring back Kid Icarus on the Nintendo Switch 2. Because, however, it's been a while since we haven't got a new Kid Icarus game, since the last game we got was Kid Icarus Uprising for the Nintendo 3DS. But I would really love to see Nintendo bringing back Kid Icarus for the Nintendo Switch 2. But also what you got here, more importantly, is a few games that I wanted to see, like Nintendo GameCube. So GameCube games I want to see on the next Nintendo Direct would be Mario Kart Double Dash, and we also got Super Smash Bros. Melee, which really needs to come to Nintendo Switch Online, which is almost time. But we also got Donkey Kong 64, which is finally coming back on the Nintendo Switch, which was on the Nintendo 64. But of course, Nintendo needs to announce Super Smash Bros. 64 on Nintendo Switch Online. So, let me know what games you guys want to see on the next Nintendo Direct, because I'd like to know your suggestions in the comments below. What games do you want to see on the next Nintendo Direct? I mean, according to Nate the Hate, I think it's a genius idea. Nintendo would be able to announce Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask HD remake for the Nintendo Switch 2. I might have to look this up, though, apparently, or ask ChatGPT about, does Nate the Hate predict, a few games that would be on the next Nintendo Direct, or does he predict that the next Nintendo Direct might be in June? You know what I'm saying? Because Nate the Hate is a big prediction person who wants to predict what game will be announced soon and when the next Nintendo Direct will be announced soon. He's been always looking forward to, I think Nate the Hate wants to predict what games will be announced for the next Nintendo Direct, or when will the next Nintendo Direct be announced. I'm not sure yet, though, honestly, but I think this kind of makes a lot of sense. So anyways, I think this video is going to wrap it up here for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to this channel, and don't be stingy with that subscribe button, by the way. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and I'll see y'all later. Peace!